If you have never made chicken buns before, you must give this recipe a try. These buns are easy to make and they turn out soft, juicy, and absolutely delicious. In this video, we will be baking in an oven, air fryer, and stovetop so that everyone can try this recipe. These buns are perfect for lunch boxes, as a snack, or dinners, and can also be frozen for those busy days. Hi, my name is Lina, and thanks for watching this video. Today I'm making double quantity, but all the measurements provided are for a regular batch of 10 medium-sized buns. Let's start by cutting the chicken into bite-sized pieces. Adding little vinegar or lemon juice to the water while washing the meat helps remove any smell. Drain and bring it to the stove top. Now add 1/4 cup of water, half teaspoon salt and half teaspoon pepper and cook on medium heat. Cook for 10 to 15 minutes till you can cut through the chicken easily and all the water has evaporated. Switch off flame and keep aside. Now let's finally chop the rest of the ingredients. Here's a fun fact. Growing up, I didn't really enjoy being in the kitchen. Years later, even when I started cooking, I still stayed away from baking as I thought baking was only for the pros. Then slowly I overcame my fears and started baking, and since then there was no turning back. This is one such recipe, and when you give it a try, you will be pleasantly surprised how easy it is to make. In the same pan, we cook the chicken, add some oil, and then add the onions. Saute for 2 to 3 minutes and then add ginger, garlic, and green chilies. Saute for another 2 minutes till the onions are caramelized and the ginger, garlic, and chilies release their flavor. In the meantime, let's shred the chicken in a grinder and add it to the mixture. Now add half teaspoon salt, half teaspoon pepper, and half teaspoon garam masala and mix well for 1 minute. If you like it spicy, add 1 teaspoon chilli flakes or paprika. Mix well and then add tomatoes and cook on medium heat for another 3 minutes till the tomatoes are fully cooked and blended into the mixture. Add 1/4 cup of tomato ketchup and mix well for a minute. You can add additional 2 to 3 tablespoons of ketchup if you like the mixture more moist. Finally, add some cilantro, mix well, and take it off the heat. Let the mixture cool. You can also prepare this mixture the previous day and refrigerate it. Remember to bring the mixture to room temperature before baking. Now let's make the bread. These are the ingredients for the bread. In warm milk, add the yeast and sugar and keep it aside to bloom for approximately 10 minutes. If the milk is too hot, it will kill the yeast, so make sure the milk is just warm, not hot. In another bowl, take the flour and add salt. Mix well and make a well in the center. Once the yeast mixture has bloomed, it should look frothy like this. Now let's add it to the flour. Then goes in the eggs and then the butter or oil. I'm using butter today, but you can use oil as well. Finally, let's add the yogurt. Don't skip the yogurt as the yogurt will make the dough soft and fluffy. Mix all the dry and the wet ingredients together and knead for at least 8 minutes. Since I'm making double quantity, it was a lot of dough. When finished kneading, coat the dough with some oil and leave it to rest for at least 2 hours. The yeast will work through the dough and will double it in size, so make sure there's enough room in the bowl for the dough to rise. Now it has been 2 hours since the dough has been resting. With clean hands, let's punch the dough down to remove the air trapped inside. On this particular day, I was very busy, so I kept the dough in the fridge and made the buns the following day. If you're preparing the buns the next day, remember to keep the dough outside for at least 1 hour to bring it to room temperature before preparing the buns. Now let's make equal portions of the dough and the chicken mixture. You will get at least 10 medium-sized buns with the quantity of dough. Take one ball and start rolling it. Make sure the rest of the dough is kept covered to prevent it from drying out. You will not need any flour as the dough will be very soft and pliable. I have used 1/4 cup of filling as my kids do not like too much filling. I did have some left over, so feel free to increase the quantity of the filling if you prefer so. Mold it into a pouch as shown and flatten a little on the top while smoothing the sides. Place it seam down on the baking tray lined with parchment paper. Prepare all the balls and let it rest for 10 minutes. Now to get the golden color on the buns, in a bowl beat 1 egg with 1 tablespoon of milk and apply the mixture on the buns. Sprinkle black or white sesame seeds to make it look like it was baked in a bakery. This is optional though. Place the tray in the middle rack and bake for approximately 18 to 20 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius until golden on the top and bottom. Next, let's bake some buns in the air fryer. Place the buns in the air fryer and cook at 160 degrees Celsius or 320 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 minutes. Then increase to 180 degrees or 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 minutes. If bottom needs some more cooking, flip and cook for another 1 to 2 minutes. Timing will vary from air fryer to air fryer, so after the 12-minute mark, adjust accordingly. The buns turn very golden in the air fryer method. By now, the buns in the oven are ready too and have developed a beautiful golden color as well. As soon as the buns are out, drizzle some melted butter to keep the buns moist. It is also common to cover the buns with a cloth after applying the butter to make it softer. My kids, however, like it a bit toasty, hence I am not keeping them covered today. Now let's try the stovetop method. You will need a heavy bottom pot, a stand or rack to keep inside the pot that is at least 2.5 inches high, a baking dish or a greased steel plate, and salt sprinkled at the bottom of the pot to give it an oven effect. I have used 2 cups of salt as my pot is fairly big. Preheat the pot with the salt and rack in it on medium heat for 8 to 10 minutes with the lid closed. The heat on my electric stove ranges from 1 to 10, so I preheated the setup on level 4. Once heated, place the dish with the buns into the pot and close the lid. Reduce the heat to 2. If your stovetop has flames, the flames should be barely touching the pot. Do not open the pot for the first 20 to 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, open and check the bottom gently. I cook the buns for approximately 30 minutes on level 2 throughout. Don't be tempted to increase the heat on the stovetop method. In this method, the buns will not turn as golden as the other methods, but they will bake equally well. The salt can be reused for baking again and again. Do give this recipe a try and let me know which method you used and how the buns turned out. These buns are so good, they taste just like bakery buns and are a favorite in my family. If you like this video, please take a minute to give a thumbs up and do subscribe as it will help the channel grow. Thanks for watching this video and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.